Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacqueline Lopez, and today I'm going to be doing a fall decorate with me, but I'm also going to include this small haul right now at the beginning, and then I'm going to be doing some DIYs that are going to be a part of my fall decor. Now, this haul may seem a little odd, and that's because I was originally speaking in these clips, but I talk too much, so I decided a voiceover is what would be best for you, or else you would hear me talk way too long. So let me just get started on the items that I'm trying to show you here. This bundle of flowers is absolutely beautiful. It is from Michaels. They are marked at $10, but early on in the season they went ahead and put them on sale for $5 with different coupons and different sales that Michaels had. I was able to get them at different prices. I even ended up getting one of them for free, and I think the lowest one was about $2. I did buy a total of 6 bundles, and the reason I bought so much is because I absolutely love it. This was the inspiration piece for the rest of my decor, since I did know I was going to be doing pinks and purples. Now, these 2 pieces of wall art were originally marked $14. Again, with their stackable coupons, I was able to get them for a little over $5. I love the coloring on them. I love the texture. Everything about them I love, except that they have these words on them, especially because they're so different and a little bit odd. I like the Be Our Guest, but the powder room one, I didn't really like. But again, I love the texture of everything else about them. And I was going to paint this black and add some of the gold detailing that it has up here with some antique gold rub and buff. But I didn't end up liking where I was originally going to put them in my home, so those ended up being returned. Still wanted to show them because, again, I didn't know where this video was going at this point, and it was the beginning of me decorating. Now, this wooden piece that you see here is from Hobby Lobby. It was part of their spring line collection. It was on sale for $29.99, or marked on for $29.99. But I did get it in their clearance section when all of the spring stuff had already sold, and they went ahead and they honored the 90% off, which was the last sale that they had on it. So I paid only $2.99 for it. I love the design, all of the scroll work. I loved it. The only thing I didn't love was this natural wood tone. At this point, I was still debating whether I should stain it or paint it. You're going to see later on in the video, I do end up painting it black. So I really love the way this piece turned out, and I didn't return this one. Onto some other items. I did purchase this beautiful clearance frame from Target. It was only $7.48. Now, this looks beautiful. I love a lot of things about this. I love the background color. Of course, I love this frame. I love the flowers. The only thing that I didn't like was the coloring on the vase in this print. I did have a specific place in mind where I knew it would belong in my home, but when I got here and I set it up, it just didn't look the way I wanted it to. It didn't mesh with the other items in my home either. It looked just a little bit too modern, so I did end up returning this piece. Even at that great of a price, it wasn't worth me keeping in my home. I am being very intentional with what I bring and keep in my home, so that piece unfortunately was returned. Now, these black taper candles, of course, I kept because I absolutely love them. They are such a good deal. For this set of 15, I paid $4. I did buy them using a 50% off coupon. Originally, I think they're $7.99, so $4 for 15 taper candles, I think it's a really, really good deal. It's a much better deal than, for example, buying 15 candles at Dollar Tree. They do come in a set of 2, so you would need to pay, let's say, $7.50 for the same amount of candles that I have right here. And they do not have black. Even for white ones and ivory ones, that's what they have at Dollar Tree, they also have them at this exact same price at Michaels. It is still a way better deal. So I highly recommend that you buy your taper candles from Michaels. Oh, and by the way, these are black throughout, not just surrounding them. I did also buy 2 or 3, I think, of these fabric pumpkins from Target. I said I wasn't going to buy any more, but I had to buy the buffalo check ones so that I could work them into some tier trays just for pictures. These are not going to be part of my decor. And then I went ahead and I bought 3 of these black boxwood stems. And again, I knew exactly where these were going. I don't think they look only great for Halloween. I think they are a great piece to have throughout the home. And then I did purchase this double-sided sign, again from Target in the dollar spot. This was my son's pick. He really wanted it, so that we had a way of letting kids know that we were out of candy whenever we were out of candy. I do have a DIY of how I used this sign in a wreath. I'm going to go ahead and link that down below for you. Now, to make a set with this larger frame that I ended up returning, I did buy this smaller sized one, which was $4.48. This one, I knew that I was going to tear out the print and add my own piece of scrapbook paper to it. This one I did not return, mainly because I didn't find the receipt, and returning it without a receipt, they were only going to give me like $1 for it. So that one I had to keep. Another piece that I absolutely love and bought several of was this preserved eucalyptus. I got this at the 99-cent only store for $1.99. It is a smaller bundle than, let's say, what you would get at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but it's this beautiful brown color with some metallic gold sprinkled throughout them. So I absolutely love it. They smell amazing, by the way. And I love them. I went ahead and used it in several places in my decor. Now that's it for the haul items that I'm going to show you right now. The rest of the items that I'm going to DIY or makeover, if they weren't a part of this haul, they were thrifted, and I am going to show you the prices. So let's go ahead and start with this scroll piece of art from Hobby Lobby. I am going to be painting it with this black acrylic paint. This acrylic paint is what I end up using for anything that I painted black throughout the fall. And I'm going to go back to Michael's and buy the bigger bottle of this because I absolutely love this black color. It has such a great coverage, and it's for multiple types of surfaces, so you can paint glass, ceramic, wood, metal, anything, and it gives you, again, this incredible coverage. Everything that I paint, I only had to do 1 coat. So all I did was paint this black, and I went ahead and painted the front, the front and the sides. Okay, so here it is done. Obviously, I went ahead and painted it black. I was debating whether staining it or doing it black. So right now it's dry to the touch, and all I'm going to do, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do it right now, but I'm going to sand some of the edges just to give it some dimension. I don't want to distress it too much or anything like that. I just, like I said, want to give it some different dimension and color by sanding some of the corners and edges. I did decide against sanding / distressing it. I prefer it this black color much better. Now the second piece that I am going to be painting black with the same black acrylic paint are these candle holders that I bought from the thrift store, and I did buy them for $2.99, and I did get both of them at that price because I bought them when they had a 50% off sale on this color tag. And I am painting it with a foam brush, and I did that on purpose. I didn't want to use a brush so that I didn't get into all the little crevices that this candle holder has, because as you can see, it has very intricate, elaborate detailing on it, and I wanted some of the color that it was before to shine through. This beautiful red brown kind of mahogany color, actually, I did want it to peek through. I didn't want it to be the main color because it looked very intentionally painted. It didn't look like if it was a real wooden candle holder. And now that I painted it black and just have some of it shining through it, I feel like it looks like an actual wood candle holder that has some of the wood color just peeking through. I was originally going to leave the tops in the mahogany color, but I decided against it, and I'm glad I did. But here you can see some of the areas where you see the color peeking through. I absolutely love how these turned out. Another thrifted piece that I am painting is this planter slash urn, and this was $3.99, and it already came with this beautiful faux wheatgrass here in the top. So all I'm doing is painting it black. I want to go ahead and cover all of the green, and I want to do it all the way to the top. So I am wrapping my wheatgrass in some craft paper just so that I can protect that from being painted. Again, that's so that I can get really close to the edges. I did go ahead and leave some of the white to peek through because it was green but had little bits of white, and I wanted to keep that. So I went ahead and just covered up the top again with the craft paper, and once you remove it, you can see that I was able to get all the way to the corners. Now all you have to do is fluff up the grass here at the top. And I did go ahead and use a brush to get into all of the little nooks and crannies of this planter so that I could cover up the green really well. Here on my pantry door, I do have this thrifted basket that I went ahead and paint over on my Instagram stories last year. And all I do is throughout the seasons, I just switch out the greenery, and I went ahead and switched out my green eucalyptus for some of this black boxwood, which I think is perfect for both Halloween and my moody fall vibes. And that's it for this video. I apologize because I know it was all over the place. I wish I could have shown you more, but some bits and pieces were shown either on my Instagram or just in other videos. So I still hope that you liked it. I do have my home tour coming up next, so make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post a new video. And also don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Super excited to show you my home tour. As always, thank you again, and have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.